You guess what that car is? You got her, Pontiac. No, wait, it ain't a Pontiac, it's an Oldsmobile. No, it ain't. I wish it was an Oldsmobile. One of those Omegas, right? One of those small little subcompact or mid-sized family sedans that you can only cram 2 people in. No, it's not that either. Well, then what is it? Can it be? Can it be a Honda Civic? Oh no. She be a Honda Civic. DX Coupe 5-speed manual transmission with no air, no power door locks, cranky windows, and bodywork done. And a certain exhaust cylindrical type device that is known to the city of Pembroke as a fart can. That's right, you got her, ladies and gentlemen, a fart can, and a big fart can at that. Look at the size of this. Bah, yeah, okay. Anyway, you get the general idea. I'll give you an exhaust video in a second. Oh no, there goes half my subscriber base right there. No. Okay, 95 Honda Civic DX Coupe, 5-speed manual transmission, purchased back in June of this year for a very, very, very low price. And yeah, more bodywork. I did this, well, actually I can't take credit for that. There was a hole here. My father actually did this. He did the Bondo work, and I just put primer over top of this. I gotta get paint for this yet. There was a small little pinhole here, and it actually was allowing dust and water into the trunk. Apparently it is known with this body type of Honda Civic. So I ended up fixing that, and over here there was actually a big hole here. And in behind the bumper there was actually a big hole as well there, and it was very bad. But anyway, after a while I got all that touched up anyway. When I first bought the car, the paint was dull, but I ended up taking some compound to it and actually brought out quite a luster in this old paint. Like it has its bruises. There's some scuffs here, but it's a 95. Like, the car is 18 years old. I can't complain about it. Give you a walk around of the interior. I know you guys aren't going to want to see this video. Mainly because I didn't think I'd ever buy something like this, and I always told my subscribers I would never ever buy something like this. Well, I just lied to all my subscribers and fellow friends. I went out and bought a Honda Civic DX Coupe 5-speed manual transmission with 259,185 kilometers on it. I think I bought it with 258 on it. I really just started driving it now, like, well, you can tell this is my car. Well, anyway. So there was a few good features that were included on the deal, except that stupid fart can. An Alpine deck. Of course, typical Honda, everything's hooked up directly to the battery. Gareth Emery featuring Christina, what the hell's her last name? Anyway, holy shit, she's hot. Concrete Angel. So yeah. What else was I gonna introduce you guys here to? Oh yeah, here. Trunk. Alpine deck with a cassette. Okay, I know, it's a cassette. It's old, but it still works good. And what else we got here? A 12-disc Alpine CD changer. Retail back in the day, it probably cost this young lad about $400 or $500, give or take, back in whenever it was purchased. The date of manufacture was 03, so yeah, he said he paid $400 for it. That's a lot of money for a disc changer. But it works good. I filled the whole magazine full of CDs, and it plays beautifully. Like, there's nothing wrong with it at all. Fantastic. I love getting extras like this when you purchase a vehicle. Like, even though it's old, it still works good. So yeah, I loaded it with CDs. It doesn't have an iPhone jack in the deck. It's too old. It was way before its time, right? Like, that stuff just started getting popular a couple of years ago. This car doesn't have it. But it does have the whack of CDs. Like, I can fill this magazine with CDs, and I can literally travel with this car across country and not be bored. And it has AM, FM radio, so, you know, it's good. But anyway. So, we have that. Just like so. It was actually mounted in the back seat. I ended up mounting it in the trunk. I didn't really care for it sitting in the back seat because it's not supposed to be sitting in the sunlight, so I figured the trunk would be a better spot for it. It's hot in there, but you know, it's not sitting in the direct sunlight. I'll give you guys a walk around of the engine. The engine that is no bigger than the size of your typical electric razor. 1.5 liter, 16 valve, inline 4-cylinder. Oh. Transverse. Actually, I don't even think you can call it that. Yeah, it's front wheel drive, but why is the transmission mounted on the passenger side of the engine compartment and not the driver's side of the engine compartment? Oh. Headache. I'm telling you, this car nearly made me an alcoholic. Alternator. Okay, sure. You can see it there. You can physically see it there. You think you can honestly get that alternator out of there? From here, from the top end of the engine compartment? No, you cannot. Unless you disconnect your intake manifold and all that, you have to take it out from the bottom of the car. Let me tell you, really bad. The alternator went about 2 weeks after I purchased the car, and very bad scene. If you own one of these, you do not want the alternator to go. Actually, you know what, because if the starter went, you could at least push start the car, I guess, but if you have a standard. And honestly, the starter is so easy to change. It's right there. You don't have to get it underneath the car to change one of them. Anyway. 95 Honda Civic DX Coupe 5-speed manual transmission. I would not have purchased this car if it was a 4-door or if it had an automatic. I would have said, hell with that. So,